Hello, this is linear equations and functions, writing equations of lines, example 5. Example 5 is the story problem, very tricky, and it talks about the African American women in public office in 1970 and 1993, and that number went from 160 to 232. And the first question that you should try to figure out is, are we, like the units of measure here are years and people. So are we interested in years per person, or are we interested in the number of people per year? Now, years per person, that really doesn't make any sense. People per year, that's what we're interested in. How many people per year did this, and the people are the African American women in elected public office. This is the rate that we're concerned about and that we've been talking about in the chapter. That has to do with slope, the number of people per year that increase. These American women, these African American women in public office increase. So this is the rate that we're concerned about, and this tells us a lot. This is going to tell us that this is y and this is x. Okay, and if we were going to graph it, the people would go on the vertical axis and the years would go on the horizontal axis. So we get a lot from this. From this we can figure out how to do the slope. For the slope, we're going to have to figure out the change in the number of people, and the change in the number of people, it went from 160 to 2,332. So we subtract those two, and when you subtract them, that number is 2172. That's going to go in the top. It's positive because it went up. And in the bottom, we need the difference in the number of years. And from 1970 to 1993, that's a difference of 23 years. And when we do this division, we get approximately 94.4. And that's going to be our slope. So we said the years were the x's. See, the years were the x's and the people were the y's. So we're going to use 94.4 for our slope. And one of the points we have is 1970, 160. See, this is a point. This is the x and this is the y. That's why figuring this little thing out was very important. Now the other point is 1993, 2332. See, so now we have the slope and we have 2 points. I'm just going to use this point with this slope and use the point-slope form. So we have y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Now this is a little different than in the book, but you'll see it should make sense. I think it's very straightforward. And y1 is 160, so we get y minus 160. Y minus 160 equals slope, which is 94.4 times x minus, and x1 is 1970. So, like we said, this is an equation. Y minus 160 equals 94.4 times x minus 1970. That's an equation, and we can use it to figure out this answer. We have to put in the year 2010 here. So we get y minus 160 equals 94.4 times 2010, minus 1970. See, and now this is a very straightforward equation. 2010 take away 1970 is 40. So we get y minus 160 equals 94.4 times 40. 94.4 times 40 is 3776. So y minus 160 equals 3776. And now when we add 160 to both sides, we get y equals 3936. And that's the answer they were looking for.